Hello, this is ResilanBearcat, and welcome to our Apollo Let's Play series of Dyson Sphere Program. We are picking up with our Apollo playthrough here. Now, in the last episode, we basically automated things into some boxes. The purpose and the reason behind this was to give us the ability to quickly produce items, automate the harvesting of raw resources, and then we could grab those raw resources and build things from them without having to make things, or produce things manually. That works out very well, but in this episode we're going to take it to the next step. We want to actually work on the production of things automatically. So we're going to move to another area, a little bit to another area, and try to actually get started on some additional things that we need to do. What we want to be able to do is produce the blue spheres. So if I come back in here and I look at the production, I want to be able to automate production of these. That means I need magnets and I need circuit boards and I need to automate the production of those. And so that's one of the things that I want to, that's what we're going to work on. And that's where we're going. Now, in order to be able to do that, we're going to need to be able to harvest some resources. So we're going to build 5 of those. We're going to need 10 of those. We're going to need 10 of those. We are going to need a minimum of 10 of those. I'm going to make about 50 of those. I'm going to make 20 of those, and then I am going to produce 10 of those. And boy, that got rid of all of my resources that I had. And we want to make sure that the mech stays powered. See, he was almost out of power. So before I head off to do things, I want to grab things. We're making things, so we've got Icarus building things. Now before we head out, we're going to grab a little bit more iron. We'll sort this so that we've got this in our inventory. And in the last episode, we did throw a box down here. This box is simply here for the purposes of being able to just throw things in it that we don't really want to carry around and take up space in our inventory. We'll use that stuff eventually, but not right now. So what we're going to do is head out over here. I've got plenty of copper. Really don't need that much copper in my inventory, so I'm going to be doing other things. We'll take a couple hundred with us. But what we're going to do is come over here, and there's a bunch of iron right here, and there's a bunch of copper right there. So this is things going to produce what I need. Ah, cool. My first flight. So that is an achievement. And I'm going to come right over here on the shore over here, and we're going to build some things. And this is kind of the area we're going to build in, running east. I guess that would be east. As we see, the visuals are just so nice in this. Look here as we come down here to ground level. We can see Apollo 4 rising, over the horizon. We've got some clouds in the sky. It's just the visuals in this game are really cool, I have to say. So we're going to come right in here, and we're going to make sure that we can place down the things that we want to place down here. So we're going to take a couple of these things. This right here is going to be a row of items and we'll start right there. That's where they'll be. That'll, actually that's a little bit further down than I want it. I want to start right, let's start right there. We'll pick this one back up. So that row right there is going to be, we're going to do some stone bricks right there. And then we're going to have a couple of, we'll have a row of that. And then we're going to have a row coming down here of this. And then we'll have this item right here, and this will be producing our plates. And we will have a row of belts going down through there. After placing the belts, next we will have, I'm going to move down just a little bit for placing these, so that it's offset just a little bit. And this is going to be producing gears. Here's some of the first items we have. Now, obviously, none of this stuff is building right now because I'm going to need some power and things like that to come in here. So I've got power being produced, our power items being produced. Let's see where this is at. Oh, that's coming up next. I've got 10 of these things coming up next, and we're going to place every single one of those things down. And we're going to start right here on this corner right here and start just placing them, you know, in various different places that we can put them up in here. Now, interestingly enough, here's two meridians. The thicker lines and the meridian that comes in here, I guess this meridian. We've got two of these things that are intersecting here. So this is the corner, and I typically would like to build on this particular section down through here. This is one of the areas I like to build in. It's kind of convenient that it is right there. We're moving a little bit further down because of the copper and where we're starting at, but that's okay. Let's start placing our items here. So we're going to move over one off of that big thing and one here. So we'll go there with one of these items. We'll put another one right there. Put one here, one here. We won't be able to put one up there. We'll come down here and here. Alright. Just spreading these things out. I didn't have to spread them out quite that much. In fact, I'm not going to. Let's take those out and redo that. I just want to go over two. It can overlap a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything. There we go. And we'll put more of them in here until I run out. I can't put anything there because of the water. Eventually I would be able to, but I can't do it right now. So, and I may not want that one actually. Let's take that one back out because that might interfere with where we're going to put copper mines. We'll put those in for now. That's good enough. Let's go over here to the iron and actually pick up and get our two miners down. So we're going to do some gathering, and I've got two of these. So we can hit the R key to rotate it around. And what I'm trying to do is get 6 of those. I want 180 a minute. That gets onto that, and then if I rotate this over here and just get to where I can get on 6 of them, let's see. Alright, I may have to do the Shift R. Shift R lets me rotate it a little bit more and control it a little better. I'm only getting 4 there. I want 6. I get on top of the other items. Well, I'm not seeing any way to get on 6 there. I had 6 there for a moment. There we go. I got 6 of them there. Alright, they both come out on this side. So what I'm going to do, which line is it that I want to be on here for my iron? It is this line right here. I'll stick that in there. Let's see what we've got from a production standpoint going on. We got belts that are coming. They're being worked on. They'll get here eventually, so we'll just keep monitoring that. Let's make sure we keep our power monitored. We're good on power. We're good. So with that, we're coming up here, and let's see here. So we can use a Tesla tower. We'll pop that right in there, and that'll power those 2 mines. And then we've got the belts. We just don't have enough belts to really do anything yet, so we're going to have to wait for the belts to be produced. So that's where we're at. While we're doing that, let's take a look at the research and what we have to do from a research standpoint. So what we need to do is we need to be able to build and we're looking for the items. We will be able to do the things that rotate the blue cubes, and we can't do anything now because we need blue cubes. So the ability to, this will be the first thing we do, is the ability to see the veins. That will actually be a useful item to do. That one costs a lot more things. It is really nice to see the reserves in the whole system, but that's we're going to do. That one takes red cubes. We won't be ready for that. We won't be ready for that. We won't have steel yet. The communication control, which gives us 1 more drone, that is really nice. We can go ahead and build mass construction. That gives us blueprints, but we don't really need blueprints yet. We don't have this one. And we have the item here, the drive engine we can't do. We don't have solar lives. vertical construction we can't do, vanes utilization we can't do. So if we look at technologies, we don't really need the improved logistics yet. The smelting purification, this is what gives me the ability to create energetic graphite. That is going to be an important item. We do want that one. And then I think we want thermal power before we do the other one. We'll come back up there to that one in just a minute. We certainly want thermal power. And we want the electromagnetic drive. We don't need the plasma control yet. It is a good one to have. We will need the fluid storage. That's going to go with being able to do the some of the other items, the thermal power, and be able to take advantage of that. Once we get those things done, we will want to come up here into and get this, and we want to get steel. So that's kind of the queue that we're going to work on from a research standpoint. So we don't have to think about that. That gave us something to do while we were getting some conveyor belts built. Let's see how our production queue is going. We're definitely building some conveyor belts. We're going to need lots of conveyor belts for this project. So we'll let's see what we can do here about getting this. And that belt is going the wrong way. So there's supposed to be a way now to reverse the belt. That was something they added in. Let's see, redraw. Now reset the surface. Let's see, we plate this. Flip whole path. There we go. Cool. That's better than having to pick it up like we used to have to do. So, now like I said, I haven't played this game a ton, but I have played it a little bit. So that was I actually have to say that worked out better than expected. And we'll bring that in like this right here. We got the multiple belts coming in here, so we'll just let that go. Build this. Once we have this running, we have iron ore coming out, coming right down the line here, and we'll be able to connect this up. Now we still have some more. Let's put a couple more power nodes in. Let's put the rest. Well, I've only got one more, so it's not like I can put too many more in here. Let's see. I would like to put it there, but I cannot. So we'll offset that one just a little bit and put it over here. As my drone slowly makes his way over there to do that. Alright, so iron is in. Let's get down here and finish connecting this up. And we'll have some iron items being produced. So there's the connection. And now we'll take these items and we want to hook up that way. And hook up that way. There we go. And then we'll grab this item here. And we're going to put 5 of those in. Just like that right there. I think I am short on some of these items. I think I don't have enough connectors. So we're going to bring the iron to right there. On that side. This we want to extend on down through there. Alright, let's see what we have here. We do have some more constructors here. We're going to need more of these belts. We've got more of them queued up. So they are coming. It's just going to take a little while. So we can work on getting power in here. And we can work on going back and getting the stone that we want. So we can bring the belt here. We put that belt in like that. There's a little bit more of a belt there. We grab that, put 2 of those in right there, and that's going to be my that's where I'm going to connect in at. So my stone. So there's stone right up here that I can go get. So let's go get the we can go put the constructor on the stone, or the gatherer, mining machine, whatever you want to call this thing. And that right there is going to work. And then it's going to require a whole bunch of belts. Now, along with that, I'm going to need more of these things. And let's see how far we can stretch them and then continue to work. Looks like that right there is as far as that'll go. And it looks like I can run that over there like that, and that'll connect up. And I'll have power now on this. Let's see, we're going to bring this right up through here. We don't have enough items. Alright, we'll put in the ones we do have. Let that get started. So what this will do now is, obviously you can tell that I need a whole bunch of belts and other materials that are going to be used, and that used up all of my belts that I had. So I will just need to... So that'll produce 30 more belts and 30 more belts. So 60 more once we get there. And I'm going to need a lot more belts, so I'm going to go ahead and that's going to produce 90 of these things. This will get all the way up here, and we'll bring in the... This will at least bring the items in that we need. Come on. These two slow little drones. We need faster drones. We'll get them. The drones will get faster, for sure. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and take some of this out, because we need that over here to hook it up. There we go. That hooks that up. That hooks that up. That hooks that up. And then, from a belt standpoint, we will go as far as we can, which is, yeah, not far at all. And then we need to bring in power and hook this stuff up. So we'll bring that to there, and then we'll put one here. Put that there for now. This is covered by this one. Now we can put more of these in here, so that's what we're looking now at being able to. I want 3 of these. I'm gonna space these out just a little bit. No real reason to, other than just, okay, I'm doing it because I want to. Let's bring this over in here. Get more coverage in there. We will copy that blueprint and bring that down here, and we'll get the gears producing. The gears, we need these. So it's got the gears there, and then we need this coming out the other side. Alright, we've got more belts, and I'm going to just go ahead and produce another 30. I'm probably going to need more power pretty quickly. I don't have some of the other coal power yet, so what I will do then is I will go ahead and produce, I can only produce 8 of those. Okay. What did I run out of? I ran out of iron, so I'll go. That is iron ore right there. Let's see, we'll hook that up. We'll hook that up. And then we will come right here. Alright. And I can just start clicking here for a minute. Grab me some iron ore. As it's producing iron, bringing iron in. That will back up here in just a minute. This one. Alright. Very good. So with the iron in place that I need, we can then start thinking about the other items that I need. Let's go ahead and... We don't have a super large abundance of these items. I was going to see if I could... Go ahead and get 2 more of those in the works. Alright, that was 10 of those. And I've got... Oh, I only did 7 of those. Alright, I will have to break our trip back and get some more resources. And we'll do that next. So let's connect these things up so they're coming out on the line. I don't know how far down I want to go to build some storage for this yet, so I'm kind of just holding off on that. I've got some other things that I want to build in here. Now that we've got the iron and the stone, we want to actually hook up this copper. Let's go ahead and at least place the copper mines before we go back and get the resources. So we'll do the gathering. And there's going to be... Oh, that's 7. And that's 6. Okay, so that'll cover those resources. And what I want to do here, I don't know where the copper is going to be needed yet. I'm going to need some more iron to come in here. I think the copper is going to be needed down further down this way. So what I'm going to do, go ahead and connect this. I'll take it right here. I want to take this out and into here. Let this build, and then I'm going to go get some resources. So let's have the drones finish filling this in. 3 little drones. Alright, that gets that in there. And then we will go in our other buildings and stuff over there. So let's go get some more resources. We will activate flight mode. You can see it drains the battery like nobody's business when you activate flight mode. Okay, first things first. Let's grab a little bit more coal. We're pretty good on copper. We're not using a ton of copper at the moment. Too far to operate, too far to operate. Don't have to get too close to it. I think over time that may get where we can do more. Okay. There we go. So I have grabbed some more resources. And we will fly back. Of course, we're now draining our battery again. As I said, I wasn't going to do that. Alright. We will stop doing that. Do I have any more towers? I do. I've got a whole bunch more. Let's put some more towers down because we're going to need lots of them. It's going to collide right there. Let's see. That's in the water right there. This one is basically where I want it. I have to be a little off center. That offends my sense of OCD, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that right now. That's where it needs to go. And let's see. That goes in there. Nothing I can do about putting it in any of those. Those in the water. Do I have any more left? I've got 3 more left. So I'll just extend on down this row right here. Continuing to put one in, one there, and one there. Drone's headed out there to install that. There we go. So let's go over here now. So I've got my concrete, I've got iron bars, I've got these gears, So the next item that we want to automate is going to be, if we look at our items, we need to automate magnetic coils. In order to do magnetic coils, I need copper, but I also need magnets, and I'm going to need quite a few magnets. So if I want to do this and produce 6 a minute of these, I'm going to have to have 6 magnets per minute. So I need a full belt of iron in order to produce magnets. And so that iron is going to have to come in here and produce magnets. So with that in mind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down just like that right there. I don't have a ton of things here, so let's go back to my buildings now. I need to need 2 more of these. At least at the moment I need 2 more of those. It says I'm going to need some more stone bricks. Should just be able to grab 100 stone bricks. Shouldn't have to do a whole lot else there. That'll be good. Let's see. Now, with that, I'm going to need a lot more belts. So I might as well produce more, 30 more, 60 more, 10 more of these. Okay, and I'm going to need some more of these as well. No, actually, I'm pretty good on that, actually. Maybe 30. I do want more of those. Alright, Tesla coils. Okay. So, let's see. Let's bring in the coils. First thing I can do is bring this over to here. That will hook that up. Now, I need more iron. And I've got more iron right here. So, we'll just turn around on the other side of this. And do a gatherer. Oh, I need 2. Oh. And of course, I am nowhere near. So let's take these out. Let's produce 2 of these. And then we will come back into what we were doing here and produce 30 of those and 10 of those. Okay. It's going to be necessary. Where are we at with the production of these 2 items? Not far. So what I can do is I can put a couple more miners over here. It'll be using the same nodes, but that's okay. Quit telling me I can build a matrix lab. I'm well aware of that. It's insistent that I can build a matrix lab. You know what? I got an idea. We can come in here to the matrix lab and just build it. Okay, shut up. We have now built the matrix lab. That should shut it up. It wants me to build it, so I build it and then pick it up. We're not ready to do the matrix lab. We can't automate the items that go into it, so no reason to build the matrix lab. It's coming. We're just not there yet. So, now then, where are we at with our production? Okay, we've got it. So we can put our 2 more gatherers right here. We will come in here, rotate this around to this, and get 6 of those right there. And then, there's 6 right there. It will need power, so we'll put power right there. That'll do it. And then I need to bring it out on the left-hand side here for the logistics of this thing. So we'll bring it over to here. And we'll bring that over here. And we'll start taking this iron back over there. So at this point in time, we're just about at a point at the end of the episode here. Actually, we're at time. So I want to thank you for watching, guys. We'll pick this up in the next episode. I was hoping to finish this in one episode, but I was not efficient enough in doing that. So we're going to need to continue this in the next episode. We're trying to automate building the items that we need. We're not building any buildings yet. That'll be coming soon. But we want to build the items that we need. And once we get the items built that we need, our next goal will be to take that and then do the build the blue cubes for research, and then build the items that we can build, the buildings that we can automate. So in the next episode, when we come back, we will get the blue cubes automated, and we'll finish getting the blue cubes automated, and then if there's time left in the episode, we'll start working on automating the conveyor belts and the connectors that we need. That way we don't have to manually build those anymore. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the link shown here for more gameplay. Take care.